Jurgen Klopp is a name known by football fans everywhere. He's famous for his exciting style of football and, of course, his big personality on the touchline. Klopp brings passion and energy to every game. He connects with players and fans very strongly. This connection helps build powerful teams. His journey in management is truly remarkable. It has taken him to the very top of the sport. He has left a mark on every club he managed. His influence extends beyond just winning trophies. Klopp started his managerial career at Mainz 05 in Germany. This was a smaller club, not used to big success. He took over as manager in 2001. It was here he began to shape his football ideas. He showed early signs of his tactical thinking. Mainz played with great intensity under his guidance. He even led them to promotion to the Bundesliga. This was a huge achievement for the club. It showed Klopp's ability to get the best from his players. His work at Mainz laid the foundation for his future. Then came Borussia Dortmund, a bigger stage for Klopp. He arrived in 2008 and Dortmund were not at their best. Klopp transformed the team with his vision. He built a young, energetic side ready to fight. They won the Bundesliga title twice, in 2011 and 2012. This broke Bayern Munich's usual dominance in Germany. Dortmund also reached the Champions League final in 2013. They played thrilling football that excited all of Europe. Klopp became a hero for the Yellow Wall fans. His Dortmund era was truly special. In 2015, Jurgen Klopp moved to Liverpool FC. The English club had a great history but wanted new success. Klopp promised to turn doubters into believers. He brought his high-energy football to Anfield. The fans quickly fell in love with his approach. Liverpool started to play with incredible speed and fight. He led them to the Champions League final in 2018. Then they won it in 2019, a massive moment. And in 2020, Liverpool won the Premier League. This was their first league title in 30 years. So, what is this Gegenpressing Klopp is famous for? The word Gegenpressing comes from German. It simply means counter-pressing. This is the core idea of Klopp's football philosophy. It is about what your team does when you lose the ball. Instead of dropping back, you press forward. The aim is to win the ball back very quickly. This happens high up the pitch, near the opponent's goal. It is a very active and aggressive way to defend. It turns defense into an attacking opportunity. The main idea behind Gegenpressing is quite smart. Klopp believes the best moment to win the ball back is immediately. This is just after your team has lost possession. Why? Because the opponent has just won the ball. They are likely not in a good defensive shape yet. Their players might be out of position, celebrating the tackle. They are looking to start an attack, not defend. This makes them vulnerable if you press them hard. It is like a surprise attack when they least expect it. Gegenpressing exploits this brief moment of chaos. Gegenpressing also has a big psychological effect. Imagine you're an opponent player. You win the ball, you think you have a chance to attack, but suddenly 3 or 4 opposition players surround you. They are closing you down with speed and aggression. You have no time to think, no space to pass. This pressure often forces mistakes from opponents. They might make a bad pass or lose the ball again. It can be very tiring and frustrating to play against. This mental pressure is a key part of the system. This style is very different from traditional defending. Traditionally, when a team lost the ball, they would retreat. Players would fall back into their own half. They would form a solid defensive shape and wait. The idea was to be compact and difficult to break down. Gegenpressing turns this idea on its head. It is proactive, not reactive, defending. Klopp's teams don't wait for the opponent to come to them. They go hunting for the ball immediately. This makes them exciting to watch and hard to play against. The idea of pressing is not entirely new to football. Coaches have used pressing tactics for many decades. In the 1970s, Rinus Michels' total football with Ajax and Netherlands used it. Ernst Happel, the Austrian coach, also had teams that pressed hard. These early forms focused on putting pressure on the ball carrier. The aim was to disrupt the opponent's build-up play. However, Klopp's Gegenpressing is a specific evolution. It is more about the moment losing possession. It's a more structured and intense form of pressing. These early ideas provided a foundation for later developments. Jurgen Klopp was influenced by several coaching minds. One key figure often mentioned is Ralf Rangnick. Rangnick is another German coach known for his pressing ideas. He advocated for a very organized and aggressive pressing style. Klopp observed these methods and adapted them. He saw the potential to create attacking chances from pressing. It wasn't just about stopping the opponent for Klopp, it was about creating your own chances quickly. He blended these influences with his own unique charisma and his ability to inspire players to work incredibly hard. Klopp took these pressing concepts and made them his own. He added his heavy metal philosophy to it. This meant playing with extreme intensity and speed. His teams press with passion and a collective spirit. It's not just one or two players pressing, it's the whole team working together in a coordinated way. His version of Gegenpressing is highly demanding physically. Players need to be very fit and very disciplined. They also need to understand their roles perfectly. This is what makes Klopp's system so distinctive. The system also evolved with Klopp through his career. At Mainz, it was perhaps a raw, more energetic version. They used it effectively to overcome more talented teams. At Borussia Dortmund, it became more refined and famous. He had players like Lewandowski, Reus and Götze. These players had the skill and intelligence for the system. At Liverpool, he adapted it again to the Premier League. He fine-tuned it with world-class players like Salah, Mane and Firmino. The principles stayed the same, but the execution became even better. It showed the system could work in different leagues with different players. So how does Gegenpressing actually work on the field? There is often a trigger for the press. This could be a specific pass by the opponent or losing the ball in a certain area. Once the trigger occurs, players react instantly. They swarm the player with the ball. The closest players apply immediate pressure. Other players cut off passing lanes to nearby options. The aim is to isolate the ball carrier. Klopp often talks about a 6-second rule. The team should try to win the ball back within 6 seconds of losing it. If they cannot, then they might fall back into a more traditional shape. We have seen Gegenpressing work brilliantly in many big games. Think about Klopp's Dortmund against Real Madrid in 2013. In the Champions League semi-final, Dortmund won 4-1 at home. Their intense pressing overwhelmed Madrid's stars. Robert Lewandowski scored 4 goals, many from quick turnovers. Another famous example is Liverpool versus Barcelona in 2019. Liverpool needed to overcome a 3-0 first-leg deficit. They won 4-0 at Anfield, a historic comeback. Their relentless pressing never allowed Barcelona to settle. The winning goal came from a quickly taken corner, a result of constant pressure. The impact of Klopp's Gegenpressing on modern football is huge. Many other managers have been inspired by its success. We see elements of counter-pressing in many top teams today. The overall intensity of football has increased. Teams are fitter and more organized in their pressing. Defending is no longer just about sitting deep. It is about actively trying to win the ball high up the pitch. This has made the game faster and more exciting for fans. It has forced teams to be better at playing out from the back. It also requires goalkeepers to be good with their feet. In conclusion, Jurgen Klopp's Gegenpressing is more than a tactic. It is a philosophy that has changed football. It shows how organized, intense pressure can beat talent. It highlights the importance of teamwork and collective effort. Klopp's legacy will be his trophies, of course, but it will also be this heavy metal football he championed. Gegenpressing has made football more dynamic. It continues to influence how coaches think about the game, the art of the immediate chase, the hunt for the ball. This is Klopp's gift to the beautiful game.